Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 6 trades. Today's date is June the 17th and I'm using my new Power Trigger trading system. Comes complete with a pop-up box, gives an audio alert also suggesting whether you should be buying and or selling. And the item or the indicator that I love the most is this Williams percent range that has a built-in alert. This, just in case you didn't know, is a leading indicator, not a lagging indicator. In other words, if it's a blue candle, it'll be going up, and if it's a red candle, it'll be going down. That matches 100% exactly with the candlesticks. In other words, it is a leading indicator. And this is very handy when you're trying to trade and make decisions whether you should be buying and or selling. Comes complete with built-in alerts, by the way. I'm not a big fan of alerts as I do not need it. But a lot of new traders, they need signals and alerts to draw their attention to whether they should be taking a trade or not. Now, before I get into these trades, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time, and that includes all my trigger systems. Now, it took me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. Now, to get that up to 80 or 90% success rate, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. Now, you must buy this education and then do the homework, or you will fail at trading. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. Also, if you leave your name and email address, I will put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Another thing I like to point out is, and or suggest, or it's a very good trading tip, is you have to do more than one trade in each session. Because if you do only one trade, you might pick something like the bottom 2 pairs right here. They didn't even give me 10 pips. And I do not know which one will give me 30, 40, 50 pips. That is why I try to do 5 to 10 trades in the session that I am trading. So please keep that in mind. It took me many years to get over the hump of trading more than one pair, as I couldn't handle it. But just demo trade it until you get very comfortable with doing it. And then, of course, after you have success in a demo account, you can move to a live account. If you do not do that, the only ones that you're going to make happy are the brokers, because they will be taking your money away if you're trading a live account. Now let's take a look at these trades. The pound yen, drag and drop it up, see where I got in at. This is a perfect, good looking chart setup for a great way to trade. When I see this, I know I'm going to make pips. Now I knew that it can go back even right up to the goal line, but that's okay. As a general rule, if you're going to put a stop in, you have to go above the goal line. My stop happens to be here. I adjusted it after it was moving down. So I took the trade at this cursor, went against me 15 pips, and I ended up closing out the trade on this big red candle for no particular reason other than I was happy with the money totals down at the bottom. Ended up getting, looks like 49 pips, and 49 pips on the pound yen paid $4,434. Okay, let's move on to the next pair I traded. Euro Aussie. Drag and drop it up, see where I got in at. Now when I took this trade, it was very close to being a great way to trade the next candle. If I would have waited for the opening of the next candle, that at that point it qualified for a great way to trade. Nonetheless, I took the trade. Most it went against me. Looks like 4 pips. And it looked, when I more or less saw this double top up here, I figured the party was over, and let's just close out the trade. I ended up with 28 pips, and 28 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $2,117. Moving on to the next pair, the Euro New Zealand. Let's take a look at this trade. When I did pull the trigger, just to let you know, I got in front of the computer running a little bit late today. Should have got in a little bit further back. But I decided to take the trade because the Euro New Zealand on the meter was looking very good for trading. That's exactly what I did. I bought it at this cursor and I closed it out, looks like at the top here, with 32 pips. And 32 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $2,100. Moving on to the next pair, pound dollar. Let's see where I got in at. Another good looking chart setup for a great way to trade. I knew it was going to go down. Don't know how much, doesn't mean I'm going to get 50 or 100 pips, but I knew there was going to be another cycle. There's my stop right there. I got in at this cursor. Stop was a little bit higher, just to let you know. It's 14 pips. It only went against me. And I ended up closing out the trade, looks like with 20 pips. And 20 pips on the pound dollar trade paid $2,000. Okay, let's move on to the next workhorse. By the way, just in case you didn't know, all these pairs you see down at the bottom, I call them my workhorses. In other words, these are the pairs that are going to produce the most number of pips on a daily basis. Now in this pound New Zealand trade, I took it right here at this cursor. There's my stop. Didn't even come close to it. Had a trader asking me, do you have a system that you can trade using relatively small stops? Let's see what that stop is. Looks like 18 pips. And especially for the pound New Zealand, which moves the most number of pips every day, does over 100 pips every day. As you can see in the top left corner, ADR 114 pips, and today it went 180 pips. So between here and this red line, the low and the high, that's 114 pips, and it went well past that. Should have got out when I saw this double doji right here, but I was looking at different instruments. By the time I saw it over here, I just decided to close out the trade. And I did close out this trade. Wasn't a lot. I could have closed it out up here with 35 pips, but it looks like I only got about 8 pips here. And 8 pips on the pound New Zealand trade paid $490. Every trader goes through those stages, and trying to close it, you're missing the best price to close. But as you can clearly see, if I did not do proper trade management, I would be losing right now. I would be losing 21 pips. So better to close it out with 5 or 10 pips than be losing 20 or 30. Remember, trade management, you have to have that in order along with money management. Moving right along to the last trade, pound Aussie. Let's see where I got in at. Another perfect example of a great way to trade. There's my stop. Everything screaming to buy from way back here. If you want to go back far enough, all the way here, here, all the way through here, were buy signals. And for you traders who love trading London, I am sleeping at 3 in the morning. But look at this move. That's 91 pips. And it would have been better to get in closer to the moving averages. but I didn't see it, so I just waited for any kind of a pullback and then get in the trade. And again, I didn't see it, should have got out at the ADR, but I closed it out here before I would have turned a winning trade into a losing trade. I ended up with 4 pips, and 4 pips on the pound Aussie paid $302. So another great day of trading using my power trigger system. I ended up getting a grand total of 141 pips, and if you do the math in here, 141 pips ended up paying out $11,444. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis great results like my power trigger system, I suggest you get your hands on it. And to do so, all you have to do is look right below this video and you'll see this write-up. The power trigger system, I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn this, you will never succeed at being a trader. Now, my power trigger system comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now, it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Now, I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, along with 9 bonus videos. This is what you're going to need, a lot of education to succeed at trading the markets. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade the markets. That's why I made 42 training videos. Just to let you know, you can go through these videos. I designed it this way. So if you do 6 videos a day, they're only about 20 minutes long each one. 6 videos a day, 7 days, within a week, you've gone through this training. This is the most important one. All this other stuff up here is bonus education material that I threw in for free. Now you can put the video on pause here, read all the different ways that I teach how to trade the markets. If you have any questions at all, quite simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. I actually do answer the phone unless I'm busy. Now, if you live too far, quite simple, just send me an email. There's an underscore right here. And I really do prefer Skype, made it easy for you. Just click on this link. We will have a Skype connection. Now through Skype screen sharing, I will give you a free session and answer your questions. And I'll show you whichever trigger system you are interested in. Remember, that is totally free, no obligation. So that just about wraps up this video, and I'll repeat it one more time. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.